Why, little me? Oh, no.
Hey, thank you.
Ooh. What? Are you serious? No, don't laugh. That was so good. If you didn't feel that vibe and that energy, I was like, yeah, yes, ooh, yes. Thank you so much, Alliance, for rocking this stage. We really appreciate you. And we're gonna ask you some questions, if that's okay. Is that okay? Okay, awesome. Yeah, let's get into it. Hey, thank you. We're back. All right, you guys can come sit with us.
Ooh-wee.
We don't have cooties.
Is this on? Can you hear me?
Welcome. Thank you again for performing here. We're really, really happy to have you. And I felt that in my soul. I needed that. That gave me that Afro-punk spirit, you know? Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about yourselves and why you made a rock band? Is it rock, metal, like?
Rock.
Okay.
Rock.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're going to pass you the mics.
Okay. Yeah. Rock, is I grew up with it, so just the natural inclination, but also blues and all in between, and even orchestral music, we like it all. But yeah, like symphonic, just like violins. We'll record anything.
Oh, wow.
We'll record everything. Yeah, check. Here we go. Yeah.
What are your names?
Jacques.
I'm Mark.
Jacques.
It's like Jack, but in French, Jacques.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I got Caribbean roots and Italian roots. Both, yeah.
Does that influence the sound? I know it's rock, but do you have like that core influence there?
For sure. Like the groove, and like we like to spice it up, like put elements of black and brown music, and rock is black, so yeah, not a lot of people know that, but
Rock is black.
It's very black, so yeah.
So can you tell us about the songs you guys played?
Yeah.
The second one, I was vibing.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Joan Jett. Yeah. It's like a play on word, because it's like, but Joan Jett, it had a band called Black Hearts, so he's like, yeah, I feel like my heart is black, like Joan Jett, and it was just like this play on thing. So Joan Jett, that was the.
So what bands or musicians are your biggest inspiration?
Oh man.
I mean, goodness. It ranges, I'm a Mint Condition fan. I love Mint Condition. They were kind of like my introduction to rock and roll and R&B, and it was just soul, and everything about them was kind of just my thing of like, wow, this is what I love music to be like, and I mean, it goes from there to, jazz to hip hop, especially being out here in Brooklyn.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
To the mic, man.
You're jumping. You said condition. My mind is blown.
There you go.
They need to hear you.
I pretty much know the whole catalog of them. But I mean, if I, Prince in the whole Minneapolis, area, and it just ranges. It's kind of hard to really put it all into one box, but gospel music to rock and roll to orchestral music, it's everything.
Yeah. I got Jimi Hendrix, one of my favorites. John Lee Hooker. And there's a lot of the old school. John Lee Hooker is this guitar player, a singer, bluesman from back then. Deep. Very deep. I always say this too, but like, there's so many, and like all different genres, and yeah.
So Allignds. Tell
Allignds.
us how you came up with that name, how you guys got together, and what your origin story.
Yeah, you got.
So the name is like a name that I thought was spiritual. at the time. I thought it was like until the stars aligning, and then I was hanging out at the studio, Electric Lady, Jimi Hendrix's studio, and so yeah. So and then like they have murals in there, and it just came, like the word came and stuck, and then I used it, and Mark liked it, and then that's it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, question, and this is a question that Afropunk asks a lot of alternative and rock groups. What does punk mean to you, and how has that the punk community been helping you and keeping you afloat during the pandemic?
Yeah, I just, there's something about punk music. Again, like growing up, it was kind of like always there in the family, and it's just it's a style of
it's a statement.
punk, punk is a statement. It's a life. It's a lifestyle. It's a statement.
I think it helps you like push through. Just whatever is coming at you. You just kind of like take rebel into whatever that is and
question fight. Everything, and then
fight.
We like it. We like punk. Punk is good.
Yeah.
So, you guys get together?
We met down the street.
Taste the stage. Five spot. On Myrtle.
Yeah.
And Nate Jones. He's Nate Jones on bass. That's his handle.
He was hosting the nights, the Gospel Chops nights. Not Gospel Chops. Yeah, but like it was just like a lot of
open mic sessions, jam sessions. People all over coming in. And he linked up with Rashad.
It was a big group of people at first, and then it was kind of like a studio project kind of vibe, because I was studying sound engineering, and so like I wanted to just record upon recording, and then it was kind of like when we tested it out live, it worked. So then we started doing the live thing, and then I just became like, the band. It aligned. It aligned. There you go. There you go.
I'm from San Francisco, born and raised. And then I moved out here about 12 years ago, and this has been it since.
This all was like 10 years, 10, 11, 12 years ago.
Together for that long.
Put out 6 albums. On the 7th.
And then we took it to the point where we're like, all right, how do we make this band like legit? Like we're gonna like play a lot. So we just like, okay, we're gonna go live together. And then it was me, Mark, and all the homies living in the same spot, and we just had a little jam station, and we just play all day. Like whenever we weren't like doing work, other stuff, we were jamming. Just got more serious.
That's so cool. So, since you were able to play that much, how did coronavirus impact your performing, your recording, and everything? Did you guys find?
You said you're working on the 7th album.
We're working on the 7th album.
I mean, we had to, do it from a distance, and him.
We were recording.
Producing a lot of.
He was in Dominica.
So
I was in New York. We were doing it like through studios. We were just sending files to each other. And now we're almost done. So we're gonna put it out soon. We don't have a date yet. We don't want to jinx it, so we're just gonna
put it out soon.
So
you played on that album?
Okay, so no songs that we play today. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Bring us back.
Yeah.
There's another band that came on last show. Moron, excuse me. And I was asking him, the guitarist, to teach me how to play.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I mean, we didn't even get to do it. Did we get to do it?
What did you learn?
We did it,
guitar, it was, Man, like at the beginning, just watching, my older brother, my dad, they would play, and they would do a lot of Bob Marley covers. So that's where I started. No Woman, No Cry. That was the first song I learned on guitar.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. A lot of musicians, and then I learned that. And then it was just bands after that. It was more on the, punk side. And, and then ALIGNS.
What are you doing to make sure that people like us, Black and brown people, are represented in that space?
Okay, so we got, you guys were talking about it before. We got a song called Reparations coming out, like straight up. And then you were also talking about NFTs, and then we got a song called Decentralized, which is like kind of like trying to like go in there, trying to go there. We're trying to go there because I think the whole like the NFT thing that you guys were talking about before is gonna help a lot of musicians. A lot of musicians with the copyright and all that. I think it's gonna help a lot. It's gonna pave the way for like just a little bit of transparency, and it might be a more righteous system after this whole blockchain thing goes. That's how you guys were talking about before. It's like that's gonna work, I think.
Well, we're gonna pass it over to the DJ, but we'd love for you to stay. Maybe we can expound on that conversation as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get the tunes.
Yeah.